Hi, Jack Lee. I'm a chef. Currently, I'm in Vietnam doing a couple of TV shows. So today I have two lovely ladies here, the owner of Holista. Yes, Pascale and Chiara. So I have a few questions I would love to ask you for the viewers and the listeners. Question number one, are you guys ready?
Yes, ready.
All right. So question number one, you are entrepreneurs in health and wellness sector in Ho Chi Minh City. What brought you to Vietnam and sparked your passion for health and wellness?
That's a good question. Well, my passion for health and wellness started long before coming to Vietnam in 2014. So I was working for a health and wellness store as a health coach and manager in Shanghai, China. But the life in Shanghai wasn't very healthy. And after 6 years, I started to be tired of the city. So on my 7th year, I decided to move to Vietnam. I was really looking forward to having sun every day, good weather, and lovely people, smiley people around all day. So when I moved to Vietnam, I had a company based in Hong Kong for health coaching and nutrition consulting only. And in the meanwhile, I was working on my recipe book that got published by an internet editor. But these snacks and the recipes that I was making got really popular among my friends. And so slowly I realized that there was a need for this food that was natural, made with simple ingredients and without preservatives and colorants or additives, and especially plant-based. So I set up my company here in Saigon as well, and with a central kitchen, doing events, cooking classes, and delivering all these foods to different stores. And Pascale, she was my client at the beginning, and then slowly I convinced her to become my business partner because I needed somebody really structured. Pascale has a different story.
Well, yeah, I was in the UK for 12 years and I was working in hospitality, and I became vegan a few years before leaving London, which was in 2015. I came here actually just for life change, just to change my life, and just to have a different way of life. And then, yeah, I came here was in 2015. I worked for a couple of restaurants, then became friends with Chiara, and then we partnered up. And well, health and wellness was always part of my life to some degree. But when I changed my diet 7 years ago, became vegan, I found out more information about being healthy, etc. So I was really keen on working with Chiara.
Oh, yeah. It's so interesting, you know, how for me too, I came to Vietnam and my diet started changing. It could be the climate, could be the ingredients that I find so fresh that, I'm start eating very healthy as well. So I guess it's a blessing for all of us. Question number two, you've been operating your company, La Holista. I'm in Thao Dinh. I live in Thao Dinh, so I heard about your place as well. Some of my friends also had me try some of the food. I'm impressed. So tell us a little about your company and what do you sell and what kind of clients do you have?
So we, La Holista, obviously try to incorporate a holistic approach to health. We believe it's very important to have healthy food that is natural, plant-based, and freshly made and made by hand, artisanal, so with love and not by machines. We also offer all sorts of services in a way that we can create this holistic healthy lifestyle. So we're doing cooking classes and other small events in our workshop space. So we started with doing bread events, bread making events, or vegan cheeses, or healthy desserts, or calorie counting, meal planning, or one-pot meals. That was really popular for people that don't have all the equipment. We are all here momentarily, so most people don't have blenders and ovens, so that was a very popular one. And we started 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years in August, with offering these hiking events where we take people from the city for a day out. We meet at 7 a.m. and we take everybody in a bus. We provide all the foods and the water and the guiding for the day, and we go to different locations depending on the level of the participants with dogs sometimes, and that became one of the most popular things that we've done. We've done one every month for almost 3 years, and it's always sold out. And this year, actually, we had started to do twice a month because we sold out. We have a limited space. We have only 42 seats, so we just started selling out all these seats. And we have different clientele. So at the beginning, because I was running marathons and doing triathlons at the time, so I was more sport-related products, something that I could make at home, and I would sustain my 5 hours, 6 hours of run or triathlon without ingesting so many chemicals, so many chemical gels, and things that actually didn't fill me up and they will make me bunk during a race. A lot of our clientele are athletes, long distance athletes, or athletes that do weight training or swimming, CrossFit and basketball, tennis, very long things in general. And then we have the health conscious, so Pascale. So she just wanted to have something natural and handmade. And then we discovered this new part of the market, which we didn't even think about. It was all the people with intolerances and allergies. So people that are intolerant to lactose and gluten, or have big sensitivities, or have all sorts of negative reactions. And these are, I have to say, fortunately or not, they are our most loyal customers, because they can have all these cakes and cookies and enjoy life without having to worry if the food is gonna upset their stomach or they're gonna make them depressed the next day. So that it has been a big market.
I agree with you, because I, at a certain age, developed gluten intolerance. So I started making my own rice pizza, because I couldn't consume wheat. My daughter as well, and then she's more as a pescatarian now. She gave up meat. But it's very interesting that you guys raise awareness for this. I think because Vietnam also needs something like this as well, So it's a blessing. Again, it's amazing what you guys are doing. And speaking of United States, I seen a plant-based diet very popular over there. A lot of restaurants are doing impossible meat. I don't necessarily agree with them because I think the sodium is really high. But that leads to question number 3. I want to ask you. You advocate about wholesome plant-based diet for those that you serve. Do you believe a plant-based diet is best for the environment?
It definitely is in many, many ways. There's a lot of studies that actually prove it now. So one of the reasons is actually the amount of land used to actually grow food to feed the livestock. That represents about 30% of the Earth land mass, which is a lot of land. Again, 30% of the Earth land mass. And to put that into perspective, a vegetarian person needs 3 times more land than a plant-based eater, and a meat eater needs 18 times more land than a plant-based eater. So if you eat, you actually affect the environment quite badly, yes. So that's one of the things. There's biodiversity as well. That is a problem, obviously, because that land that we use to grow animals to feed on is a land that was actually, habitats for wildlife. We've seen quite scary figures since the 1970s, where we lost 60% of all animals on Earth. So that's, animals that have just gone extinct, sadly. So obviously, it's not the best way forward. We actually need biodiversity for us as well. There's the water aspect, where we need actually a lot of water to raise those animals. And to give you an idea, for a beef burger, we need 3,000 liters of water to make one beef. So, bearing in mind that some people don't have access to clean water in the world, although it should be a human right, but it's not. And, we have to think about how we use our resources as well. And then, there are many, many points, but one that is really important, I think, as well, is the use of antibiotics. I don't think that everyone actually realizes the amount of antibiotics that are used and how they are used in that industry. 80% of all the antibiotics sold in the US is actually using that for animal farming. It is not something that is used when the animal is sick. The animal feed includes the antibiotics, so animals that are healthy get antibiotics on a daily basis, and the reason why it is done is because farmers don't want to lose money. If an animal dies because of a disease, that's a loss of revenue for them. So
right.
All those antibiotics that are fed to animals end up on your plate. That is, in terms, if you wanted to know in tons what that represents, although it's to actually put your head around it, is 15,000 tons of antibiotics used in the US. And you can think, oh, maybe that's in the US, it's not close to us, but actually in China, they use 50,000 tons of antibiotics per year. So even if you don't buy the food or the meat from China, what you have to understand is the antibiotics goes into the animal's body, ends up on your plate, but it also goes in the soil, right? Everything that goes in the soil obviously damages the soil. It's a lot of this as well that actually ends up in the waterways, which means that it ends up in rivers and in the ocean. So, you know, we're not far from China. So if you think about the ocean being polluted with all those antibiotics, you can imagine how much we've got here in Vietnam as well, right? Pretty damaging industry for the environment, that's for sure.
Wow, that's shocking. You know, I'm a chef. I mean, I know there's antibiotic in the animals, you know, to produce, but I didn't know that much. That's a lot.
Especially when, you know, I mean, we use, especially, I'm going to say the US. In Europe, we do use a lot of antibiotics, but in the US, it seems to be quite a big thing these days. People, I mean, doctors will give you prescribe antibiotics for about everything these days. So, you know, I mean, it's a big population in the US to know that out of the 100% of antibiotics sold every year, only 20% goes to human beings.
Yeah.
And they're used in an industry that is supposed to feed us. I mean, and it's
Right.
really not used as, okay, let's, you know, there's an animal that is sick, the animal is sick and gets treated. No, it is used as a daily food.
Wow. That's a lot of good information. You know, I can certainly look into that too. You know, now that you guys raise awareness, I would definitely do a little more research and find out more. Maybe I can convert to more vegetarian as well. Moving on, question number 4. The theme for this year, the 50th anniversary of Earth Day, is climate. And do you think plant-based diet good for the climate as well?
Yeah, it is better for the climate. Animal farming has been ranked the second cause of climate change, and it is something that obviously, if you wanted to have an impact on the environment and on the climate, this is something that I suggest people look into. Sometimes it's something that might be difficult for people to think of, you know, how to reduce the consumption, although you can, you know, reduce electricity use, etc., but it's a bit tricky. The third cause of climate change is transportations. So that comes after animal farming. So really, I think the easiest way that people can have an effect on the environment and climate change as well is to actually look into their diets. It's better for them as well in terms of health. And there's, again, a lot of studies that have been done now that proves that it is right. There's a documentary as well, The Game Changers. You know, I highly recommend to people to go and watch to get more information and to see how a plant-based diet is more beneficial for everyone, man and women and children as well. So yes, definitely better for climate change as well. Yeah. I mean, in terms of climate change, just to give you an idea, because we talk a lot about carbon dioxide as being
right.
greenhouse gas, but there are worse gases out there. So methane is one of them, and that's produced in animal factories, and methane is 20 times more potent than carbon dioxide. You've got nitrous oxide as well, that is 300 times more potent than carbon dioxide, that is produced in animal farms. In other industry, probably, I think it's about 30-36% of it that is produced through animal farming, which is a lot. There's ammonia as well that is responsible for acid rains. I mean, this is not a clean industry. However you look at it, whether you take it from the health point of view or from the an environmental point of view, this is not a clean industry for sure.
Wow, that's some good information. And the movie is called The Game Changers.
Game Changers, yeah. When was it
released? I think September 2019.
It's fairly new, yeah. So yeah, for the audience and to understand, the name of the movie is The Game Changers. Moving on, the next question would be: are veganism and vegetarianism gaining popularity as diet in Vietnam, you think?
Yes, absolutely. We started. I started this company as the weird person or the weirdo, being the person who doesn't eat meat or being difficult going out to eat with. And now, like everybody that I know of is very comfortable with eating vegetarian or vegan food. Most of my friends in my community are vegan or vegetarian. But what was one of the biggest impact that we've seen this last year in 2019, thanks to the movie, was that a lot of men went vegan or vegetarian, and that for us was a big change, because we have always seen meat as part of this diet where you grow muscles and you are strong and you're a man if you eat meat. But the fact that the movie is actually produced by Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I think he knows a couple of things for nutrition, it really has been like fantastic for us. We have received so many questions and so many interests from guys or from the girlfriend of the guy saying, okay, I've decided now this is the time. I think obviously the health aspect was a big one, but actually they talk about the sexual benefits of the plant diet. So I think a lot of men got really excited.
Really?
Which for us was fantastic, because to convert a woman or help a woman go vegetarian or vegan was never the issue, but men was always been the issue. And we also have had quite a few cases of mothers that came to us to learn more vegetarian or vegan recipes for their kids, because in the high schools now, the cool kids are the vegetarian kids or the vegan kids. So to us, it just made me smile. It just made me so happy to think, you don't have to be the guy who smokes or the guy who, skips schools. You just have to be the rebel, the vegan, the vegetarian. And to me, it just made me smile, and it just made me believe, this is possible, because we do put a lot of impact in kids' education. We sell to international schools, and we started being most popular with cooking classes with international schools after school. So that's one of the first things that we've done. So I've always worked with kids from 6 years old to 14 years old.
Even younger.
Yeah, I've also had like kindergarten cooking classes, and to impact the generation profoundly. And making like 6 or 7 lessons with only vegan food, and for them to never find out until the 6 to 7 lesson where I tell them, actually, we haven't used any animal products making donuts or making this risotto or making this pasta. So it's been a great wave of change, like from all ages. Absolutely.
Yeah, I can agree with you more. Couple instances in the States, we were cooking for athletes as well, and couple of events. These are NFL, National Football League. They're really big. I mean, offensive line, right? But some of the guys are vegan, and it dawned to me, because our whole life as a chef, and we always learn, like guys that build muscle and stuff, they need a lot of red meat and a lot of protein in them, but it's not true anymore. There's a lot of good substitutions.
Low inflammation or no inflammation protein from plant-based that not only give you protein, but they actually give you all these nutrients and these minerals and vitamins and the fiber and the lightness, because we don't have to waste of it or this energy digesting this heavy food. Many athletes that went vegan and just saw improvements in their career, in the recovery time, in the way they can keep their weight down.
Less injury.
their overall inflammation just go down, and they can think better, they can think faster. It's just like having,
it's lighter, it's like nothing drag you down. Same thing, another instance, like my daughter, she's 13 now, but she's doing a lot of vegan dish, vegetarian. She's not necessarily 100% vegan, because when it's this young to do, I'm also always remind her, just balance your diet. So she's kind of testing, vegan, vegetarian, back and forth. So, but at least she's eating healthy. I'm very, very happy for that, because especially in Vietnam now, the generation Y and the millennial, they're really looking to healthier alternative, options.
Being vegan and being on a plant-based diet doesn't mean being healthy. There are different ways. You can eat French fries all day and white bread and be vegan. It's not about being vegan or being on a plant-based diet, however you want to word it, but it's about being on a wholesome plant-based diet, and consider, the food that you put in, that's, quality of the fuel that you put in will actually make you stronger or make you weaker. So you have to think about what you eat.
Yeah, you're right. Eating French fry all day, it's not healthy.
Joke aside, you've got a lot of people on the plant-based diet that are just eating junk food, and junk food, whether that's plant-based or meat-based, is junk food anyway. So yeah, some people change their diet and they feel actually no benefit, and I really wonder what they actually go for, because
in a way, I feel very lucky, and always been lucky to be in Asia, where we have very big lack of these manufactured, vegan foods. And I've always been very happy to not have access to this food, because I know it's tempting to have, all these vegan ice creams and these vegan cheeses that are, plastified and all these things. And when I went to the States and I went back to Europe to find all these vegan items that are mass produced, they're really inviting, but at the same time, I know they are not, a plant in the way that a broccoli is a plant anymore. So in a way, we are very lucky that we don't have all this mass import of, a lot less. We can still find, but most of the things are still handmade. So a lot of people are making their own nut cheeses from scratch, their own pesto from scratch, and pickles and real food. So that's
there are a lot of artisans around. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I have like thousands of questions I want to ask you guys, because you guys are so intelligent. You guys have so much information. I really want to, but we're running short on time. But we're so close. I'm waiting till this coronavirus done. Would love to meet up and ask more questions. So lastly, when I ask you guys, tell us about some of your sustainability initiatives.
Oh yeah, so we put quite a bit in place. We try to improve and reduce our carbon footprint by actually reducing the packaging that we are using. So we invite people to bring back their containers, food containers and bottles, so that we can reuse them. We have an option online for people to select their packaging. So we ask whether they have to have a plastic packaging. For some of our snacks, we have the option to either have plastic pouch or a paper bag. So obviously paper is still comes from a tree, so it's not sustainable, but it's still a better way to pack food. And then we have some agreements with some of our suppliers, where instead of getting, for instance, a cacao we get from a Vietnamese company here, instead of getting it in the normal packaging, we actually get a bucket, which is a reusable 10-kilo bucket. So that's the way they actually ship the cacao to us. We've got the same agreements with another few suppliers, which are Vietnam-based. It's really difficult to make a change when your supplier is from another country, obviously, but there are ways to reduce here and there. We also have biodegradable boxes for our lunch. So if people order lunch online, instead of going into whatever plastic container that is, just a single use, we actually have biodegradable boxes that are made of bagasse. And then lately, quite a while ago actually, we got from a friend of ours, Alex Gagako, who's located in Ho Chi Minh. We got a composting box. So we actually compost all our organic scraps now, which is a big thing, because scraps actually in the environment, when they end up in the landfill, create methane gas, and again, that's something that is a problem for the environment. So it's a way of reducing our carbon footprint.
And the biggest thing
good.
last year we have purchased.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Pascale kind of convinced me, kind of went behind my back. We purchased 200 kilos of cassava by 100% biodegradable bags from Wave Eco Solution from Jakarta. They arrived the day before Christmas. I had to lift them all up, to bring it in. So we got a special license to be able to help our fellow community, greeners to use these bags. So we have like these bags, and we used to have the poop bags as well for the dogs. So they only last 3 months in nature, and they dissolve in hot water. So they're really incredible. These bags there, you can see these videos everywhere in the world. We're so lucky to have them in Vietnam. We were the first people to have them. So yeah, that was a big investment for us. And
we purchased those just so that the audience, when they actually listen to that, they understand why we purchased those from Jakarta and didn't purchase anything from Vietnam. Simply because there's a lot of greenwashing. Zero plastic bags that are actually not good for the environment, that are made of cornstarch, which is GMO, which is not good for the soil and the environment, and they've got PLA, etc., etc. So there's a lot of greenwashing around what is right to do for the environment, etc. And these ones were really the real deal, so that's why we purchased those ones. So I know that normally on the day there might be an option for people to reach out to us if they've got questions or anything that they need to understand a bit better about the figures that we brought about, etc. I hope that actually people will reach out to us to ask questions, because I think there was quite a lot of information. I don't know, we're probably at the end of the interview now, but that was quite a bit. So I hope on the day people will be curious and asking questions about whatever we brought up today, and if we can help people actually make a difference, a small difference in their daily life, then that would be amazing.
Yeah, I just think the sustainability initiative is wonderful. There's so much question I also want to ask, but due to the time, but I do want the audience to follow Facebook, La Holista, or go to the website, guys, and can always talk to Pascale or Chiara. For me, I'm doing better. I'm gonna visit the store soon. So I can really get more product, because I taste a couple of products really good. It's surprising because you always think, wow, if it's healthy, maybe it's not that good, but it's different now. It's not just good for you, but it's also very yummy. So I'm all for that, because I'm a foodie as well. It's not just about cooking. Yeah, so we go there, we search for alternative, healthier option, better for the body, because, we have to look good on camera as well, right? Yeah, so thank you so much for your time. And I'm sure today is very entertaining for me, for the audience as well, able to find out and get more information, understand more and acknowledge more information from that you guys are giving. So I'm very appreciative. So thank you for your time, guys. Hope to see you soon. Okay. I'm looking forward to visit the store. Thank you.